Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. If you missed the last episode, you can click on the eye on the top of the video to watch a previous episode to get caught up. Suddenly, I felt 7 pairs of eyes boring into my skull with disdain. Well, I didn't mean it like that. My unit name's pretty much the summation of my career in a single word. I should have known things would go this way. Well, we'll go with the new star interpretation instead of that. Once again, everyone moved back to work, their motivation idling at the lowest possible bar. The second day of practice ended. Wow, that was lovely. Good work everyone. Good work. Maria turned her cell phone on. Time for work again, eh? Will you be alright? I'm just waitressing at an izakaya tonight. At least I won't have to stand around listening to some bald geezer's life story over whiskey tonight. Julie's cell phone chimed. Looks like that's my cue too. Sasami looked down as Julie grabbed her bag and rushed out of the office. Alright, let's go for round 2. Maria stretched out, her bones creaking and cracking, and then hustled out of the building as well. I sat at my desk, illuminated only by the light of my computer screen. Starnova. New stars. The beginning. No, not a beginning. For the better or worse, these girls' lives had already begun long before this unit. I wasn't producing a bunch of fresh-faced middle schoolers with big dreams of becoming Japan's next top idol. Idol. A shining, pure, white symbol before which men prostrated themselves. Untainted. Perfect. Immortal. Unbound by pathetic human needs. A goddess. An icon of purity. An idea. Not human. Not a girl. The girls before me were anything but that. They were broken. Cracked. By the very industry they chose to enter. Maybe once upon a time they were innocent young kids who thought their stories would end with a happy concert in front of thousands of adoring fans. But the reality was that dream only happened to be the luckiest 0.01% of girls who entered this industry. Or maybe only the 0.01 most shrewd, ruthless percent. Maybe the dream never existed at all. One day, every kid had to realize that the world wasn't fair. You're not the star of your own story. Life has no moral or point. It was just a long struggle to survive, until you eventually get old and died. The door creaked open, interrupting my thoughts. Is that Sasami? It is Sasami! Mr. Producer? Shimazaki-san? She stood before me in the darkness. I need your help. Huh? My help? What is it? It's Julie-chan. I let out a sigh. So Sasami was here to play hero. I knew I was about to get wrapped up in something I would regret getting involved in. Shimazaki-san, I want you to think about the implications of what you're insinuating here, and what it could do to Watanabe-san if I were to take action. If you leave now, I'll carry on with my work as if this conversation never happened. Starnova will continue as planned. I don't understand what's happening. The girl's sudden shout took me aback. Mr. Producer, aren't some things more important than getting famous or shining on a stage? I know, you think so too, because of what you did that day. What was this girl thinking? What happened? I want to know now. She was never going to become an idol with this kind of half-hearted dedication. Like I said, only the shrewd and ruthless survive in this industry. Heh, no wonder this lamb was dying here, instead of still at Golden Calf climbing her way to stardom. I looked down at myself. Here I was too, adrift on the same boat. Alright, let's go. Mr. Producer! I walked out into the bustling pleasure district with Sasami. As usual, the streets were adorned with bright lights and bustling with Tokyoites. A flood of salarymen, couples, and single men looking to become coupled steadily flowed into the countless bars lining the street. What was I doing? It was just my second day as producer, but here I was, already getting myself into exactly the sort of trouble I wanted to avoid. She's been doing this for a while, every night. Around this time, she picks someone up here. I bent down and whispered to her. What are you doing? Don't you know how much trouble this will make for Watanabe? Was this girl really here to help Julie, or was she just trying to bring about a rival's fall? Of course, countless aspiring idols would eagerly turn on their teammates without a second thought if it meant they could gain some kind of an advantage. However, I got the impression that Sasami was not that kind of personality. I know you're a good person. What Julie is doing is dangerous. You know, you've got to help her, just like you helped me. What happened? I rubbed my brow in frustration. I couldn't believe this girl decided to trust me so easily. She thinks I'm going to help Julie? What naivety was this? Finally, we spotted Julie standing below a street lamp. The two of us took cover behind a bench and observed the situation. Due to the flood of people walking through the walkway, the likelihood of Julie detecting us was minimal. A short time later, a salaryman approached Julie and discreetly slipped her an envelope. Julie pulled out its contents and counted the bills. Upon confirming payment, her personality changed in an instant. She wrapped her arms around the salaryman's arm, all smiles, and walked with him down the street. Ah, Come on, Mr. Producer, we had to follow her. Sasami took off and tailed the pair. With an enormous sigh, it took off after them. Okie dokie, so she's a lady of the night, it seems. And yeah, this is a dangerous situation to be. You know, if I didn't know you better, I would have thought you brought me here just to take out a rival. What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? I already have enough evidence to kick Julie out from the agency and probably sue her for punitive and liquidated damages to boot. She's committed serious fraud against the company. I know you wouldn't do that. Can you help her instead so that she can become an idol? Instead of falling into something a lot more dangerous? Look here. I'm an idol producer, not a priest. I got so into my speech that I nearly walked into an incoming pedestrian. I went out of the way and resumed my talk. My duty is to the company. If a girl brings risk, then it's my job to cut out the liabilities. Producer-san. I looked ahead to see Julie laughing and nodding at everything her date was saying. He reached into his coat and withdrew a present. Julie accepted with delight. I shook my head. And from the looks of it, it's her mark that's in a whole lot more trouble than her. What do you mean? Look. Julie looked at her watch. Looks like the initial time's up. Already? But I can do just 500 yen to hold hands, or for a full 1,000, and Emilia Tan will put Oni-chan's arm up against her chest. For real? The 1,000, please. Of course, I painted her a 1,000 yen bill with Julie pocketed all smiles. Yay, Emilia Tan's so happy. She took his arm and held it firmly against her side, giving him a moment's side boob service. Before he could even react, Julie rushed him along. Foo, it's a total sucker tonight. Gonna make quite a bit off of him. I rubbed my face in dismay. What was this sad sight? I was dragged out here under the pretense of saving some poor girl from accidentally falling into the clutches of the human trafficking industry or something. But instead, I come out here to see her fleecing this poor man's paycheck dry, using nothing but smiles and sweet nothings. Clearly, this world was a complicated place where the shrewd preyed on the gullible regardless of gender. I better start documenting all this so that the ensuing termination of employing goes as smoothly as possible. Julie stopped in front of a high-caliber French restaurant with her mark. Hey, this much isn't a problem for Oni-chan, is it? Holy shit! Look at those prices! Ha ha ha! I see, so it's too much. Julie disconnected herself from him and pouted. It just can't be helped then, eh? Took a step backwards, threatening to dissolve into the crowd. Of course Oni-chan can pay for it. Who do you think I am? This much is a piece of cake. Julie rushed forward and wrapped herself around him again. The two of them entered the restaurant and sat down at a booth. Shortly afterwards, the waiter delivered a basket of sliced baguette. Hey, Oni-chan, for just 500 yen, Emilia-tan will feed him the bread. She will? Alright. He's not even asking questions anymore. With the passage of the coin, Julie picked up a slice of bread. Yeah. But seriously, clever girl. Using small but frequent microtransactions to make every interaction look cheap but still racking up an impressive combined earning? Shit, he's probably taking home more than I do for my job. I think people are actually dumb enough to fall for tricks like this. Can't believe it. Shook my head as the full day went on, despair at the state of society bubbling inside of me. Okie dokie. Things are, getting weird. Now I'm gonna end the episode here, everybody, for Shining Song Starnova. So, Julie is a lady of the night, secretly. And will she be sued? Will she get kicked out? Who knows? We'll find out in the next episode of Shining Song Starnova. If you guys enjoyed this episode, then please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye!